What's cracking? What's popping? What's going on? YouTube world, all my people who's out there, saying all across the world, everything. This is your boy, Corey, aka Valedictorian, and this is Head of Class Sessions. And I was waiting until I got off work because I didn't want to try to rush it, in my breaks or do anything of that, to speak about this topic today. And I believe it's very beneficial. It's something that everyone can learn from, because we all deal with it, especially if you're on the internet and in real life. So I'm going to talk about trolls, ladies and gentlemen. Trolls, the art of trolling. People who, trolls. On the internet, you got all of these chats, you got a lot of these message boards, social media. It's something almost like it's already taboo, I think, but I just want to break down some stuff because I've learned a great deal about trolls. I've learned about how people in real life, if you face to face with somebody in real life, how they can easily, keyword is easily, become a troll, on the fly. Okay, I'm going to explain that too. But, okay, basically the definition of a troll is someone who goes online, usually, it's where it originated, someone who goes online and either says something or, makes a comment, it's something that they say, or type, if you will. Something that they say that is intended to offend the person they're talking to. They're meant to cause some disruption, cause some, what do you call it? Some negativity. You know what I'm saying? They want to piss the person off. They want to get them mad, sad. Nothing is really usually a good result from trolling. It's one of those things where, it is what it is. There's people who they live behind a keyboard and a screen, and the kicks that they get, their I ain't gonna say accomplishment, but their satisfaction comes from reactions. Okay, it comes from people, reacting negatively to what they say, because that's where they wear their badge. They hang their hat on that for someone to get mad or get offended by the things that they intentionally say negatively. That's trolling. So in my experience of being online, and especially if you're a creative, like I'm an artist, I can sing. I kind of help. I help with event promotions when we do shows here in my hometown or abroad. So I deal with a lot of communication online. Now I could count on my hand the times when I had to deal with an actual troll, someone that I do not know, who, for some reason, they jump in my inbox or they'll jump on a post of mine, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever. Mostly it's been on Facebook, but, they'll jump on there and they'll get to talking stuff. They'll get to, insulting and, trying to say language that will trigger a reaction in me, right? Because that's all they want is a reaction. That's the only thing that trolls live for, is to get that reaction. Because if they get that reaction from you, from what they say, that gives them a little bit of a, they feel a little power. They feel like, yeah, I made him go off, or I made him argue with me for, 20, 30 replies. Yeah, it's deep stuff, man. It's sad people. So basically it's people who, they get the enjoyment out of getting a reaction out of you. Okay. Now I'll just tell you like this, guys. It goes against your own nature and your own, natural instincts, the way that you have to combat the internet trolls. Okay. There's different ways to do it. There's a way that you have to deal with them online, And then there's a way that you have to deal with the ones that are in real life, the real life trolls, okay? Because they're out there, disguised. They're out there, could be some of your homies. They're trolls, saying they want a reaction out of you. They want a negative one. So the way that I've learned to deal with internet trolls is, by all means, if you can delete or if you can block, do that. All right, that's number one. If you have a person who, say for instance, you're on your Facebook page and you make a post about something that's near and dear to your heart, it could be music or family or whatever it is, and you get a person that gets on your page and starts to try to belittle you or try to say nasty stuff about your family or about your art or whatever it is, do not engage. Please don't. And that goes against our natural instincts, because if you're, we could be proud people, prideful person. Not saying that's bad, but if someone talks stuff about you, the natural instinct, especially since it's online, the natural instinct is to, I'm about to start to do. Now this is I made the mistake of engaging, obviously, in my early years of, really getting in on the internet and trying to get my music out when I was just starting. Okay, so I've learned the easiest way is to delete, block. That's it. Now you may have some persistent trolls who, if they have multiple pages, just stay the course. Do not respond to anything they say, because remember, that's all they want. That's where they hate. That's their victory. Extinguish their victory. Do not respond. Delete, block. It's the best way to go all around. Again, there's some people who, they'll look at that as like, oh man, you weak. Oh man, why? No, I'm not about to waste my time. Now, just look at it like in an animal sense. If you know that you are the kind of animal that you are, meaning like you are set up pretty well, you have attributes that, a lot of people either don't have or are working to have. If you know that you're a lion or an elephant or a wildebeest, how would it look if you were to just be roaring and thrashing the ground, arguing with a mosquito? Yeah, it wouldn't look right. The people, they'd be like, something wrong with that elephant, or something wrong with that. He's, roaring and making noise and stuff, and he's going at a mosquito. You know what animals usually do around smaller pests? The ones that rule. You know what they usually do? They ignore them. A lion is not about to go to war with a damn chihuahua. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to have, no matter how loud or how annoying the chihuahua is, you are a lion. You are an elephant. Step on them even, but most times you got to ignore them. So that's the main thing. Ignore. If all else feels like there's things in place, especially on Facebook, you can delete, you can block, you can do all that. Do it until there's no more troll activity, okay? Now there are situations like if you're on the live, or if you're doing something where it's, communication with someone and it's like business or whatever, and okay, you don't really want to block them or delete them. It's just basically not giving them any reaction that they would want. Like if they're trying to, basically you have to look at it like a card. You have to look at it like outside the box. If this person who is trolling you is intentionally trying to get under your skin with, either insults or talking about your mama or doing all that, they've already showed their hand. You have won. They've already showed their hand. They've showed their low IQ tendencies. They've showed that, this is all they have left, or this is all they're trying to get out of you. Do not give it to them. Most people, what they'll do is they'll go to reverse. They'll just be, and you could do this. You could do the positivity, give them compliments, or just stay positive. Just talk about stuff that has nothing to do with what they're saying, because at the end of the day, what they're saying is useless. It's all meant to get a reaction out of you. By all means, do not give them the reaction they want, because that's all they want. That's what they get. That's where trolls get their victories. And as of the undisputed truths, we can't give them the victories. Remember that. So yeah, next we talk about people who are real life trolls. Okay, now this is something that is a little bit more complex because it's usually sometimes it's face to face, or if you're in a setting where if you're at a bar, or if you're at a function, a sports function, or whatever. Usually it's a situation where the person who becomes a troll, they probably didn't go into it thinking like, oh yeah, I'm about to go into these troll vibes on this dude or whatever. Usually it's something to where you have two people, and if there's a disagreement of some sort, I'm not even going to say argument, because you can have civil disagreements, right? You believe something is right, I believe something is right, and that what you believe is wrong. That happens all the time. What to do? Okay, so what to do if the person, usually person who becomes the troll, it goes from them speaking to you or having that civil disagreement, it goes from that to them saying language to you that is meant to trigger you. It's meant to get you mad. Now with this, you have to look at body language and tone and all that. Just observe the person. Like, again, it's almost the same as an online troll, but in real life, you can't really delete and block. I would say the advice is one thing you could do is just leave wherever it is you're at. Now, this isn't always the best option, because what if you just got to the place you're not wanting to leave? Okay, instead of leaving, you can basically just nip it in. I call it the nip it in the bud statements. Just kind of not give that person, if they want to start talking stuff about you, or they mad for whatever reason, they want to get under your skin, they want to try to keep poking at you, just let them know. You can play dumb, just be like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm just here for da 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 da, or whatever. Now there are some people who, when they in that troll vibe, they go in that troll status, they'll try to kick it up a notch. Now this is what I say. Okay, I live by this statement I'm about to say, and a lot of people will be like, it shows a lack of self-control with your last statement. But just peep me out. A person can say anything, right? Words, even though words have power, words are just words. We have the power to, okay, after somebody says something to me, I have the power to evaluate, okay, is that worth even my response? Is that worth even my emotions getting changed? And we could be like, no, he's an idiot. Like, to ourselves, we're like, yeah, he's an idiot. I don't care about what he's saying. Now, the moment it goes from a troll saying something to a troll trying to do something to you, oh, yeah, that's a whole nother game. That's a whole nother thing. Because then that goes into the realm of self-defense. If you try to put your hands on me, I'm going to make you remember me for all time. And your life will change. Okay? And we'll just leave it at that. That's all I'm going to say about that. But words, like, mostly if someone's trying, like I said, it's the same premise. They're trying to get you to react negatively so they can hang their hat on it and be like, ooh, look, I got it, like they're the puppeteers or something. Do not give them a negative reaction. In real life, just plainly state your stuff. Give an exiting statement like, okay, I'm gonna go over here, and I would like it if you would stop, doing these things, please, and so we all have a good time. If they persist, then yeah, there's things you can take it and be petty and be, but I would be a good citizen, and find the way out, because that's all they want. That's going to make them way more angrier, because you're not giving them that negative reaction. You're not going to show off that you're, getting you mad and everything. And this is something that you have to really practice. It's hard. Especially if you haven't went through it, and then when you're in it, it's very hard to not let your anger emotion take over, because that makes it where as humans it's satisfying for us to do that. But what do I know? I'm just speaking on YouTube, but I speak a lot of truth and facts. Take heed to it. Beware of the online trolls. Don't engage with them, especially if it's online, because that's all a false. It's like a fake illusion. Especially when guys or girls, they get on there talking tough and doing all this stuff. Don't engage with them, because when the rubber meets the road, if they were ever to do any of that in real life or try to hurt you in real life, then that's when you make an example out of them. And I say that with all the utmost respect. Don't go out looking for stuff, but words are just that. Words are things that we can evaluate. We can see, okay, is this really worth my time of even responding to, of what they say? Most times they're not, especially from people who are trying to troll you in real life, trying to get you to react badly. So, you know what I'm saying? Always be the undisputed truth, man. Always know that you have the sharpest intellect in the room. Even if you don't, the times when you don't, be a sponge then. But I definitely don't engage with people that, are using low hanging fruit or trying to do low hanging fruit techniques to get under your skin, because they showed their hand on that already. They got a lot of upgrading to do in their life, and we'll just keep it like that. But yeah, it's your boy Corey, aka Valedictorian. This is another Head of Class Sessions. Beware of the trolls. Ways to stop the trolls. Much love to the people who support. Love and blessings. Peace.